Hello, I'm Fara Sax, and this is the Community Voice. It's July, and it's very hot in Miami, but Taste the Gables is underway, serving up culinary deliciousness with 75 participating restaurants offering special lunch and dinner menus. It's the biggest celebration yet, Coral Gables is for this incredible culinary scene. Today, we will peel back the curtain and meet some of those who are making it happen. Welcome to my guests.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
So it's an eating month.
Yes.
I didn't know it was an eating month.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is the time to try restaurants that have been on your list for a while that you haven't gone to. It is your chance to go to your favorites and get special menu items or at a special price. It's one of my favorite months in the city.
Me too. I'm just super excited to go to the Gables because there's so many fun things to do. Danielle, let's start with you. You are the marketing manager for the City of Coral Gables Development
Economic
Department.
Yes.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, it is, most definitely.
So you just recently had a kickoff, the flavors of the Gables,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
now we're moving into the month. So
Yes.
let's talk about bringing restaurants together, residents, visitors from all over the world as we celebrate Coral Gables.
Yes.
So let's talk about, from the city's perspective,
Mhm.
what made this year's Flavor of the Gables most successful for this kickoff, and why are these events so important for the city?
Well, what's exciting is that this was the biggest one that we've
Mhm.
had in comparison to previous years. We've had about 19 restaurants participate in flavors from main dining, like, steak, ceviche, seafood, to light bites like croquetas, cake, cookies. So we had a wide variety for this kickoff event. And events like this are crucial because not only does it bring our residents, locals, visitors up to the Gables, but they get to personally meet the chefs, they get to meet the team, they get to try their food and really get a taste of the Gables right before the official launch day of the campaign. And it was a tremendous success. We had over 300 people there,
Mhm.
and we've heard nothing but great responses. And honestly, it's very rewarding from a city standpoint because you feel like what you do is working when you bring people together and the businesses together and they want to go back.
Mhm.
So it was great.
And I love when the city of Miami comes together. It's just an amazing thing when we can all come together and agree on something, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Solanch Lopez, you are the Business Community Manager, Economic Development Department.
Yes.
Wow. It was created initially to support local restaurants at these events. Is that
Yes.
correct? And,
Yes.
and during the summer months, well, it encourages residents and visitors to maybe discover their new palates, let's just say. What are some of the goals of Taste the Gables Restaurant Month? And how does this initiative benefit both businesses and the city's economy?
Yeah, so Taste the Gables was created. We're going into our 4th year, and we specifically do it in the month of July because we know it is the slowest of the slow summer season months. So we want to make sure that we have extra promotions and extra incentives for not only visitors, but for the residents that stay in town and are in the Gables to go to the local restaurants. It's right before Miami Spice, so a lot of restaurants that participate in that as well use it as their initial kickoff to that as well to keep things going and build momentum. But it's also something that we do specifically for our restaurants. It's completely free for Coral Gables restaurants to participate and be a participating restaurant. There's no fee to them. We put everything on with the small budget that we have appropriated for it in the Economic Development Department and any sponsorship dollars that we're able to gain or sponsorship exposure like you guys as one of our in-kind media sponsors. Johnny Walker has been a great partner since last year when we started the sponsorship portion of the program. And that helps put on the flavors of the Gables event. That helps with a lot of extra marketing that we get to push out for our restaurants. We have a brand new website that went live last year for Taste the Gables that just highlights the restaurants a lot better. And that's always the goal. Our goal is to keep the restaurant restaurants that are in the Gables successful during that slow time to help them continue to increase business and to help our residents and visitors find new gems that they might not have tried before, but because of an enticing prix-fixe menu or special offer, they went and they tried it and then fell in love and continue to go back after the season has passed.
And that's really wonderful for the economy of Coral Gables,
Yes.
especially. And in walks Kojin, Chef Pedro. You're one of two chefs,
Yeah, that's myself and Chef Catherine. Yeah.
and what's that like to come? You've worked in some of the finest kitchens and tell me a little bit about your background and why it's important this particular event happening this month and how it could really help the business and showcase your restaurant.
So what I think Taste the Gables does for a lot of restaurants, and especially a lot of the newer restaurants in Coral Gables, is it's creating an avenue for guests that aren't quite sure if they want to experience or if they want to necessarily, for lack of a better term, invest in the new restaurant in the area. I mean, we are the northernmost restaurant in the Gables. I'm literally, it's a whole thing. But we're a chef-driven concept. It's kind of hard to define. And Taste the Gables just incentivizes the locals to be like, all right, you know what? Let's go in. Let's give it a shot. It's at a very fair price point. We get to experience the restaurant without, having to take out a second mortgage, because that's what it costs to dine out in Miami nowadays. And they love it. They have a wonderful experience. They have a beautiful opportunity. And it really just sets the stage for the following 2 months of Miami Spice, which, the rest of the county gets to take part of. But the Gables is really kind of secluded July for us. And I mean, last year, leading up to July, it was a ghost town. I think after the first week of July, we were gangbusters. You could not get a seat in Kojin, and it was 90% Taste the Gable guests.
And that's what we love to hear.
Yeah, I was eternally grateful for that, because we were looking at it and it's like, guys, this isn't good. It was almost, we were considering just not being open for the summer. But then you guys came in and did the thing.
Isn't that wonderful that you were
Yes.
able to support and to hear that firsthand from the chef that he was having difficulty and now it's more thriving for events driven such as yours. A little bit about your background. Did you grow up going, I want to be a chef. I want to be Chef Pedro.
No, actually, I grew up in Miami, just outside of the Gables, and my plan was to go to medical school. I got in, it was a whole thing. And I was like, guys, this isn't, I had a really awkward conversation with my parents.
Wait, but like, what kind of medicine did you want to?
I actually wanted to practice oncology. My mom was a cancer survivor. That's a whole, we don't have time for that today. She's an amazing person, but that's a whole other thing. And I just,
Congratulations on her health.
26 years in remission.
That's
yeah,
amazing.
it's
Beautiful,
wild.
Yes.
Beautiful.
But I was going to go to medical school, and then I realized there has to be a different way to take care of people. And I've always had this knack for hospitality and hosting. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just be a chef. And I packed up my car and left and just started knocking on doors. Lied my way into some of the best kitchens. I was like, I have all this experience for sure. Just put me over there and you'll figure it out. They figured out that I was lying. But I had the right attitude, and I worked at some of the best restaurants in the country and with the best chefs. And I wanted to come back home and make an imprint on the culinary landscape that really got me to go and do something.
Talk a little bit about what you offer. We're going to be meeting maybe 75 restaurants that our community can come and eat, enjoy at really reasonable pricing for lunch and dinners. And what will they be enjoying?
Right now, we're running a very similar menu to last year because we had a ton of great success with it. We have for our, you put me on the spot.
There's food.
There's
Yeah,
food.
there's water.
Yes.
wine.
You guys are doing dinner at $50, and it's a 3-course, the 3-course prix-fixe menu.
Yep.
In terms of what items you have, you'll either have to speak on that, or viewers
Or-
will have to go to tastethegables.com and check out the menu linked there. You can also make your reservation there.
Yeah.
Get a direct Google Maps link to their location for easy
Solanch
access.
is replacing me today on the community voice.
Everything's there.
She might be replacing me today.
So what are we going to be eating there? What kind of food do you serve? at
So
Solanch?
there's not been a proper way to define it for the longest time, and this is actually a challenge that we're having now, like accurately defining what Kojin is. We're realistically the only way to say it is like we're chef-driven concept. Do we take a lot of inspiration from Japanese cuisine? Yes. Do we take a lot of inspiration from local produce and provisions? Absolutely. At the end of the day, I think I just want to make delicious food. Some of it might be really out there, like we're serving fish collars, and I can't. The amount of times that I've gone through a dissertation of fish have collars, even though they don't have shoulders, it's just one of those things.
This is one of the baffling questions I will have tonight at 3:00 in the morning. Does that really happen? Let me look that up.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, so like right behind the head of the fish, this is how I always do this. Right behind the head of the fish, where those fins are, that's their collar, and that's a cut that's normally just like tossed, or depending on the style of cuisine, the chef keeps it. You only have 2 per fish, and it's honestly the best part of the fish. We grill that over pincho 10. It gets like really delicious. All the fat starts to render out. It is delectable. We serve you a whole fish collar. We have a half chicken that has like a 2-day brining process, and the way that we cook it is very particular. And sometimes I look at my menu and I'm like, okay, fish collar, chicken, really, and then we taste through these things and we're like, oh, that we're setting the standard of what chicken should be at a restaurant, and we're setting the standard of we don't need to throw everything away. Unfortunately, my partner isn't here today, but she has a master's in sustainable food systems, which is again another conversation, and I'm not allowed to just like toss things even in the compost. She's like, use it, figure it out. So that's another aspect of what Kojin does. We just want to have 100% utilization of everything that comes in.
What I find fascinating when you're talking with chefs is how do you discern what is likable to your palate to what might be likable to my palate or to your palates?
Well, I think there comes a point where like you're going to a restaurant for a very particular experience, right? And Kojin is one of those restaurants where we have to, there's a handshake, right? We're meeting in the middle of the bridge where I have a vision and a voice for our food, and then there is your palate. And I want to make sure that we kind of see eye to eye. And that comes down to our hospitality. Believe me, there have been moments where I've pushed things really far from the food standpoint. And even Catherine's like, you can't do that. Like abalone. She will never let me serve abalone. It's a giant sea snail. And she's like, nobody wants that. I'm like, but I do. And she's like, that's great. No one wants it. Don't.
Seems like there's a lot of infighting. You're married, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So you have to do it in the kitchen, and in the kitchen at home, you got to deal with each other.
It's funny. After being married for 5 years, together for 7, we've gotten really good at leaving work at work and home at home.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, and with a 3-year-old in tow, he helps a lot with that because they're it's a thing.
Is he telling you to your room? Like, time out, Mom, time out, Dad.
He is sometimes, he's like, guys, we're not at the restaurant. And I'm like, oh, you're right.
That's cute.
You're right.
That's a very smart 3-year-old.
Yeah, it's super cute.
He's great. He's going to do way better than I did in life. But, like, he'll get much further. But that's the thing. Like, there's just moments where I know that there's something I really want to do and a direction that I want to push in. And I think Miami wants that. And we're going to get there at some point. It's just about a matter of how we dress it up and how we get there and when we get there.
So what I find amazing is the diversity. Talk about the 75, not all 75 restaurants, but about the restaurants and what each of them brings to this experience. We don't have to go one by one, but maybe you want to highlight some of them and talk.
Yeah. I'll let Danny highlight a few of her favorites, but just talking in general, one of my favorite things about Taste the Gables that differs from, let's say, Miami Spice is that we welcome also these small cafes and dessert spaces so that or even just smaller fast casual restaurants. So if you have a restaurant that you don't have the menu built to where a prix-fixe $35 lunch menu will be an offer for the guest, you can still participate by doing some type of special promotion. So aside from all of the wonderful full service restaurants that are going to be offering lunch between $30 to $35 and dinner between $45 to $60. You also have these fast casuals that are doing special promotions like Rivareno Gelato on Giralda and Fredo, which is also on Giralda Plaza. You can go see the beautiful Cielo Tejido and enjoy really great gelato at a special price. I believe Fredo is doing a 2-for-1 special, and Rivareno does, you can buy the pint to take home and get a free tiramisu, which their tiramisu is amazing. They had it at the Flavors of the Gables event, and it's
10 out of 10.
delicious. So you have so much variety and so much also different types of cuisine. You have the Michelin recommend restaurants like Kojin. You have Shingo, our Michelin star restaurant in the Gables that does their nigiri nights for Taste the Gables and through September. You have our wonderful local favorites like Fratellino's, and then you have steak, seafood, so many options. And Danny definitely has a couple that she loves in the Gables.
Oh my god.
That smile says it all.
Because, well, one, I'm hungry now.
Me too. Why didn't you bring something? I wanted the neck, the shoulder, the head, whatever you
Right?
wanted.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. But besides that, I think, I definitely do have my favorites in the Gables, and I do have some that I have a personal list that I want to try. Now, Kojin for sure is one of them. But Fratellino's Fratellino's is like a personal favorite. I know the owner, Brito. He's so amazing. It's a mom and pop. It's small, right on Miracle Mile. They're having a really good $25 lunch special that's really affordable. You get like a salad, an entree, and a dessert, all for $25, and I think a coffee as well.
Mm-hmm.
Fleming's as well. They have a great menu. I think it was like $55 per person for a special 3 to 4 course dinner,
Mm-hmm.
which is like amazing. So you have all these places. What I love about all of our restaurants and our fast casuals, they have something for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
They have something, whether you're craving tacos, Italian, French, even Bouchon Bistro is participating as
Yes.
well.
And Babette as well. So you have a lot of French options,
Yeah,
a lot of
you-
Italian options.
Yeah, you can literally taste the world with Taste the Gables.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of my favorite things about this campaign. And each of them is not the same. They offer something unique. So you will never go somewhere and be like, oh, this is very similar to what they offer. No. Everything is unique. Everything tastes great. And I'm really excited to see how the new participating restaurants this year and how they see the difference in what this campaign can do for them.
Let's talk about some of the new restaurants.
Yeah.
Yes. So Cafe Abraci is participating for the first time this year. We also
Nice.
have a lot of new restaurants that have recently opened in the Gables that are participating for their first time because they weren't around for prior years. So Cantina Leon over at the Plaza, Coral Gables by the Lowe's Hotels. Fogo de Chao is also participating for the first time this year. I'm trying to rack my brain from seeing so many restaurant names in the last couple
Where's
days.
that list?
Right?
Give me that 75.
Yes. Actually, it is in the flyer.
Where'd it go up to?
Don't worry.
okay.
Let's see. What other new ones do we have this year? Five Iron Golf.
Yes.
The golf simulator,
Yes.
virtual simulator, and bowling alley experience at the Plaza. Their restaurant is participating, so you can go if you, even if you don't have a time slot for the golf and the bowling, you can go and have lunch or dinner there. They have some great offers, and then if you have some extra time, you can go golfing, virtual golfing or bowling. So there's so many. Pastor al Pascal is participating also for the first time this year. They're right on Ponce. So there's just so many wonderful and delicious restaurants. Rose Steakhouse that recently opened earlier this year on Alhambra is also participating. There's so many to check out that it's impossible to list them all.
Yeah, 100%. And what I find fascinating is what you were talking about, Chef, earlier, is that it was really hard at one point until this came along, and where it's a camaraderie of restaurants, of community. And can you speak to some of the feedback that you've gotten regarding Taste the Gables?
Yes.
Absolutely.
So I can say I was in the economic development department when the first year that we launched in 2023, that first year there was around 34 restaurants that participated. The second year was 54. Last year was 70. This year we're close to 80 at over 75. So that's been one of my favorite things, seeing the program grow, seeing the restaurants return because they know that it helps them during those slow times, seeing new restaurants sign up because they saw the success of others. And we also do a survey at the end of the program directly to our restaurants just to get a feel from them on what worked, what didn't work, what they want to see, but also asking them, did you see an increase in your revenue percentage-wise when you compare this July to the previous July? And seeing that a good majority of them saw some type of, whether it's 5% or to 20% increase in their sales during that month compared to the prior year, that tells us that we're running a successful program and that we're doing what we set out to accomplish, which is help our restaurants thrive. And that's the goal, is showcasing Coral Gables as a culinary destination, because we have so many wonderful restaurants citywide, and making sure that they are able to succeed and continue to expand and grow their business during those months that are normally slow.
Since you really are the mouthpieces for these restaurants, what would you like to tell our community news audience that is in the minds of these restaurants that they want our audience to know?
Support your local businesses. They matter. They are delicious, they are good, and they want to meet you and host you and make sure that you have a good experience. Like with Chef Pedro, he wanted to be in hospitality. He wanted to do this. So a lot of our business owners and chefs and staff, they want to host and they want you guys to come. So I would want that audience to know that they want you there and they're excited to host you.
And for you?
I couldn't have said it better myself. That's the goal. The restaurants are there to help host and help people with delicious food. So I'm gonna let you take it away as one of our restaurants.
Speak about those relationships and how they are essential for building and continuing to grow your restaurant.
So it's funny, right? A restaurant's obviously a business, right? And that's what we're running at the end of the day. I, for lack of a better term, and much to my partner's and wife's dismay, I've wanted to create more of a community center out of our restaurant, right? That it's a meeting place. It's the place where nothing matters other than being able to break bread together, regardless of your political views, religious views. If we can break bread, we can find peace, right?
That's beautiful.
And it's that, right? It's, you have people from all different walks of life, all different perspectives, and food historically has so many similarities from one cuisine to another, from one time period to another, that it's really the only, other than math, I suppose, the only universal language, right? Like we can all sit around, whether it be a campfire and partake, or a table and just, enjoy a meal. And that's really what, Kojin's trying to do. And I think a lot of my friends who have restaurants in the Gables, that's what we're trying to do. We're creating a space for the community to come in and share time with each other, because life has only gotten faster and much more complicated. And that's what we're here for, right? We're just that momentary escape. We're the Tuesday night date night, because that's the night you have. We're the celebration spot. We're the place where maybe you want to, drown your sorrows a little bit and have someone to chat with. That's what all the restaurants in the Gables, I believe, are. And it's a growing community of restaurants. It's arguably one of the best communities of restaurants. I couldn't be prouder of the city that we chose to open in, and of the people that are there. And working with you guys has been, tremendous. Like,
I feel like we're having a kumbaya
I
moment.
know.
We should all sing and hold hands.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel it.
And in moments like this and feedback like that is why economic development does what we do. We're here to help the local businesses, whether it's a restaurant or a retail store, salon. We're here for you. And, thank you for sharing that with us
Yeah.
because that really does make us feel like, okay, like that's what,
We're doing a good job.
yeah, that also what
No, it's-
motivates me
Yeah,
to
it's a
continue.
reciprocal. It's a
Yeah, it's
reciprocal
reciprocal to think of other
relationship.
things like, okay, how can I support them? What is something that we can do that's different? What's
Yeah.
something exciting that, next year that we can try? So thank you.
I mean, I think what I find really peculiar is like now, and I'm happy to see none of them on the table, but like we all have these smart devices, right? These little
Mhm.
supercomputers, and we've never been more connected, but disjointed, right?
Mhm.
And yesterday I was running some errands in the morning before going to the restaurant, and I was just standing in line with my son at Tinta Cafe to just pick up coffee and like a croquette for him. And it was the most beautiful, peaceful, serene moment. And then I look around and everybody's just like on their phone waiting
Yeah.
for the thing. I'm like, guys, this is life. Like life is happening right now. And unless we all just put it down for a second and come together, we're gonna miss it. And that's really, I think, what Taste the Gables, what you guys are doing, like we have to bring people together and just give them a moment to experience life and the joys of, the sound of wine glasses clinking and silverware on plates. Sorry, that's how that's
No, well
that's,
That paints
said.
a beautiful picture.
For
that's,
real,
that's,
well
that's the white
said.
noise that
It's
puts me to
very-
sleep. by
it's
the way.
true.
Just restaurant noise.
Have it on replay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's that, right? And like I think any avenue that gets people indoors and butts and seats that can obviously help the businesses, but also help Coral Gables and the larger surrounding areas come to Coral Gables and experience like what it means to slow down for a second and just enjoy the taste of life as much as you can enjoy the taste of the Gables.
Yeah.
I want,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a great
Yeah.
slogan.
Right.
Right.
No, it's on
It's
record.
recorded. It's
Yes,
recorded.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
cool.
We'll give credibility
Well,
to you, I promise.
We're going to add that to the website.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about, give me your specifics, the address, how we get a reservation, your website. Let's do a little PR for you.
Was that Siri? Sorry. We're talking about smart devices. I upset her. So
I thought we put them down for this
Yeah,
30 minutes.
hold on.
Hold on, he's got to take a call.
Yeah. Hello? No, 804 Ponce. We're right on Ponce. If we're in between Miss Crispy Rice, which is also partaking in Taste the Gables.
with a wonderful 13-course omasaka for dinner
Yeah,
and 9
it's
course for
wild.
lunch.
Experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Andrew, who's the proprietor, is a phenomenal friend. We chat every day, probably too much. I could use a break from Andrew. Maybe he should pick up his phone. And then we're between Pinecrest Bakery and Miss Crispy Rice. Our website is kojin2.com. You can book on Open Table. Just walk in, right? Like I've always wanted to be the really busy restaurant, but never wanted to be the restaurant that you just can't walk in. We'll have a seat at the bar. There's a lounge. There's 2 seats at the pass. You have to come. The pass is where we literally pass food from the kitchen to the dining room. So you can sit,
Oh, gosh.
And
There's-
see everything in
you can
action.
watch us all cook. And
Plus, we're the hired help by passing dishes.
Right,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
exactly,
It's a 2-for-1
exactly.
deal. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Experience.
Yeah.
so we've had a lot of our guests that are like, this is like the bear, and I'm like, yeah, but we actually like each other. We're functional people. It's like laugh. There's no tears, but we've at Kojin we've just created this like really dynamic experience where you can do Taste the Gables, you can do a la carte, you can do a tasting menu, you can kind of do whatever you want. I've just wanted a space for people to enjoy a good meal, enjoy a good glass of wine, and enjoy each other's company. What were the rest of the questions? I'm so
No,
sorry.
that's okay. In the moments that we have left,
Mhm.
just final thoughts that you want to share during this interview that we have maybe not have touched yet.
I think
Okay, that's it. Okay.
No, I think we've touched on so much and on everything, but I would just say definitely encourage everybody to go to tastethegables.com to see all of the restaurants that are participating. Has a great search feature. You can search by cuisine, location, day of the week, because not every restaurant does it every single day. Some do it Sunday to Thursday, some all 7 days. So it lets you be very specific in what you want to find. And there's so much to find and so much to taste. Visit Kojin, visit
Visit
any of
everybody.
our wonderful restaurants. You can literally try a different restaurant for lunch and dinner every day this month and
I was
still not
thinking
hit
about
them all.
that. I was thinking about that. If I go to lunch here,
Yes.
go to dinner there, I still wouldn't finish the 75.
Yes. Yes.
No, it's a great goal to have. And I think my final thoughts would be to come hungry,
Yes.
come in loose fitted clothing, bigger pants, whatever is needed. We have something from brunch, lunch, drinks,
Mhm.
dinner, desserts. We have something free for everybody, and our lineup is and our restaurants are ready for you, and we're excited to welcome you.
It's
and we're
time
excited
to indulge.
yeah, and we're excited also to see them be excited and to
Yes.
host and everything. So I think this year is going to be really successful.
Chef?
Oh, guys, come on. Let's just have a good time, right?
Yes.
Let's relax. Let's party. Let's go to restaurants. You need a little passport. That's what we need to do next year.
Yes.
Passport.
Stamp your
Stamps.
passport like
thought
Disney
about
World?
that.
Like
Yeah.
Disney World?
From
You
a
know?
marketing standpoint, I have thought about that.
How many can you visit in a month?
Exactly.
I'm with
I love it.
I'm going to sign you up for Ozempic afterwards, but don't worry about it.
That's
This
fine.
is the month to indulge and let your taste buds fly.
Exactly.
29 days left. TasteTheGables.com.
Yes.
It was a pleasure meeting you all.
Thank
Much
you so
success,
much.
and thank you for bringing our community together, which is the most important while we dine.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for
Without our
having
se-
us, and
without-
thank you for amplifying this program through community news.
Thank you.
My pleasure, and don't forget to visit them. They are waiting for you. Doors open. 75 restaurants. Get more information. TasteTheGables.com. Thank you for joining me. I'm Fara Sax. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Have a great day.